Hello folks, welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing? Hope you all are doing well, and it's Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, and the final boss is super physical, and that's the Trunks on the right side of the screen. And the aim, of course, is to use the 10th anniversary team, including the 7th year LRs, on the very final level. And I am going to pull up for myself the details here for the enemies. So, level 1, the physical one, of course, Devilman does not take much damage from extreme units. I intend to go to not change much here. I, of course, have the free-to-play clones set up here, and this shouldn't be too difficult. Where is my... There we go. There, and there. Okay, I forgot about the second lead here. Right, this guy. Yep, because after all, these clones aren't much in the way of leader skills. So here we go. Let's hop in. Now, just remember, we're not going to be doing much damage. Devilman has a 90% damage reduction from taken from extreme class enemies, so this is not going to be so fast. You know, now that I think about it, Devilman versus Goku Black would have been epic. Would have been epic. Makes me wonder why Fortune Seller Baba didn't just send him after Goku Black to begin with. Okay. Shadow Pesla is the next unit. I am going to check to see my tech. I have a bunch of tech here I can run. So let me make a team. Okay, I have the team, and it's going to be Powerful Comeback. Now, this team is definitely going to be overkill for this part. I do believe I want to bring in Extreme Tech versus the level 3 enemies. Okay, so that's one link. It's still one link. You know what? Let's let this highly controversial Gohan do his thing. In all likelihood, Goku would finish him off right away, but this should be relatively quick. Okay, 5.7. Not bad at all. And Gohan actually finished him off. Surprise, surprise. Okay, that's level 1 clear. And that is Easy Stones. 3 Dragon Stones for clearing 2 stages. There we go. Now on to level 2, which is Yamcha, Goten Possessed, and Grand Supreme Kai. So it's this guy first. Let's go check out my int units. Okay, folks, I have a team here, and I'm going in with Pure Saiyans / Hybrid Saiyans, Bonded Parent and Child. So this should be relatively quick. The dodges from Goku to speed things up. Yep. Dodged. Yep. Okay. I mean, if this crits, it's my one shot. Yeah, it did. It did by about 104,000 damage. On to Goten Possessed. Now let's see what I have for physical. Okay, so definitely going in with Corroded Body and Mind here. But I already used the Corroded Body and Mind lead. I messed up there. So this will be physical type key +3 and 120%. This should do just fine for this stage. This particular fight is only 16 million health. There's not much to write home about. And of course, this rotation is nothing to brag about. But still, should do fine. Stubbler is not that bad, huh? This is the summonable one, by the way. This is the extreme one, the summonable. Okay. Actually, one rotation that. Bad rotation and all. Okay, now on to the the Grand Supreme Kai. Now, this is where I don't want to mess up with the AGL units, but I do have loads of AGL units. And I intend to, at the very least, save 2. So let's go with Turtle School. Turtle School, and there, and there, and there. I want to save, but this will do just fine. I wouldn't need to go to save much further. Should be very quick, especially if I have... I was going to say, especially if I have the Super Easy on rotation, but I do not. So, there we are. This should be rather quick, though. Only 27 million health for this Grand Supreme Kai. Now, last time, I used the wrong teams. The wrong fights. So, hopefully I don't make that mistake this time. Because that would make things take a lot longer. So each fight that you beat in Dokkan Battlefield is 1 Dragonstone, so don't forget that. So there is effort. There is something that is given for your effort, as much as you put in. So as far as you can get, go right ahead. Okay, now against Bardock. Cannot be stunned, cannot have attack or defense lower, has 50% damage reduction, and takes reduced damage if there is a character whose name includes Frieza present. So let's go to tech. Yes, sir, yes, sir. This is what my team is supposed to be like in actuality. Worldwide chaos. Okay, there is no Frieza here, so this should not take very long. Let's Ghost Usher him right away, just to be sure. And this should do it. Well, no, this rotation is not going to finish off Bardock. Bardock has 106 million health. So no, this is not going to be quick by any stretch of the imagination. This is going to be relatively quick. They sailed him. Okay, so the damage is a little bit lacking here. Damage is a little bit lacking. Now, does he need to be hit? Yeah, he needs to be hit. So I'm going to throw him off rotation. This is not going to be a problem anyway. Big bad bosses, yup. Big bad bosses accumulated. That'll do. That'll do the trick. Okay. Typically that's an additional super attack, but alright. Let's go. That's decent damage. Me and 4, no, they're fully built up. And that is good. Big bad bosses. Did they have... yeah, they had much more things. So this is not going to... not going to be much of a contention here. Let's go grab that. Cell here is doing damage. Cell here is doing damage. Big bad boss is being of decent help here. Okay. That could have taken a lot longer. On to the Frieza fight. Frieza gains attack when there's a pure Saiyan enemy. So let's see what I have for int. Okay, I'm going to try and do this with this team. I do know that Bojack is not going to be a viable option defensively. And just like that, I kind of have to... I have to throw him off rotation, let's be honest, but I can't do that. I can't do that because I would love to survive. You know what? So be it. Throw him off rotation. We could get an Ultra Super here with them, so there's that. So they should be able. So the Bojack squad should be able to defend reasonably well. Meanwhile, over here in Super Easy Booland, let's take off half his health and only 2 super attacks. Okay, so he's the one who's taking the super, so that's great. That is great. Now, that's not to say that they won't, that any of these enemies or opponents won't super twice. But I do believe the Salanel and Purina have a chance to super multiple times. But let's get to that hurdle. Oh, just finish him off. Yep, don't have to worry about Bojack. Lovely. Okay, on to the Gohan and Piccolo. Gohan and Piccolo. So Gohan and Piccolo, no stunning, cannot have attack lowered, takes less damage, and locks character switching, which arguably is one of the more difficult problems to have here. Okay, so I hope that this team will do the trick. I genuinely hope this team will do the trick. Because remember, that character lock is gonna be a pain in the neck. So who got locked? Okay, see, he got locked. It's a little bit nerve-wracking that this guy is the one that got locked. Yeah, I am not gonna lie, that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay. And of course, Key is not being cooperative. Hopefully I can still manage to get this fight done. Of course, damage is gonna be a little bit lacking if I don't get Key. And I don't get to link up correctly. Okay, that's nice. No super there, so that's good. Now I wonder if this Goku here at the end is gonna dodge, if this is super. Additional super is nice. Okay, so there's the super. And he dodged. Wonderful. Very, very good. Okay. I am in a little bit of an... Okay, so he doesn't have this all allies defense 58% for 2 turns. He does have guard. And I am worried about taking the super attack there at the end. Truly I am. Now, I cannot afford to have this guy take a super attack. Not to mention, I don't have an 18 key super here. Alright. Let's simply give it a shot. Nerve-wracking. If only those were supers. Oh, there's a super. Nice. Okay, so that's a normal. Okay, good. That's good. That's very good. Very nice damage, yeah. Very nice damage. Okay, so there's a decent amount of things happening there. Okay, so that Goku is, again, locked. Roshi should be fine here. And the Goku as well at the end should be fine. And this should be it for this particular battle. First, they have to go and do that lunch time. Okay, it's up to you, Roshi. Roshi did not finish. Okay. On to the Saonel and Purina. So, no attack or defense lowering, no reduces damage received, HP recovery, reduces, he has a damage threshold, they have a damage threshold, and they gain 10% attack with each turn passed. So, let's go and see what I have for AGL. Okay, so highly unconventional. I really do need to rework my Extreme AGL, but this team does have potential. So let's hop in. Oh, nice. This is actually nice. I am going to put this like this, yeah, because of the big bad boss's link. Yep. Let's hop in there. Okay, that's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. Now, I do want to pay attention here because I wonder if Saonel and Perino will super twice or not. Okay, that's a decent amount of damage. Of course, Rose has to get hit in order to do damage. I should say more damage, not necessarily damage, but more damage. Okay, so next turn I really don't have anyone to defend. Hilariously enough. Okay. Nice. And another super attack. Very nice. So even if there's another super attack here from Sano and Karina, I don't think Broly's gonna take any damage. Yeah, so they super at least twice per turn. Okay, so there's healing that's happening at the end. Does he have... he has 40% damage reduction. What does he have? 70% chance to guard? Yeah, so I'm gonna put him in the first slot. So this shouldn't be so difficult. I mean, a super attack will be a little bit problematic, to say the least, but I should be able to survive here. Didn't get over the damage threshold though. Didn't get over the damage threshold of all things. Now, funnily enough, Sauno and Purina could be sealed. Or stunned. Or stunned. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Do I have any active skills here? No, I do not have any active skills here, but this should be fine anyway. So who has more defense? So Frieza has more defense here, so let's give that to him. Let's give this to Golden Frieza, and then Rose here at the end. This AGL team, this Extreme AGL team for Battlefield does have to be revamped. Most assuredly has to be revamped. Although this rotation should finish it off. I have to work on editing this entirely down by a huge amount. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that. Okay. On to the very last fight here. And I intend to bring the 10th anniversary team here. So, and as for the 7th, I should bring in this guy. Just for reasons. Just for reasons. I actually have these two on rotation at the same time. So that's good. The problem is that I don't have the others on rotation at the same time. So the GT duo. So, oop. But this isn't such a big deal. This will do a hefty amount of damage as well. I wonder if there is a second phase to this fight. super attack right off the bat. Now there's 70% damage reduction here, so I don't think this will do much, but who knows. Okay, so it didn't do any much, so that's fine. That is fine. I did get lucky that it was after I managed to get an attack off with the Goku because he needs to attack to get that extra 20% damage reduction. This is actually going rather well, I should say. It is taking a while to get done, but this is going rather well. Okay. Now, I am tempted to leave these guys in slot 1. I am tempted just to see how well they do with all their dodging, but it isn't something that makes sense to do. Not even close. And this rotation should actually finish it all. If I'm being honest, this should actually finish it all. This is going to take a while though to get through all these super attacks. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot that he has a 17% chance to evade attacks. I totally forgot about that. Nice super attack there. Vegeta, of course, needs to super 5 times to get his additional damage reductions. 40 million, okay. Probably been around 60 million if they would have gone to Super Saiyan 3. Nearly finished it off on this rotation. Very nearly finished it off on this rotation. Okay, so I don't have to keep the 10th year fusions on rotation here. It doesn't make sense because there might be a super attack right away and I don't want to tempt 50% damage reduction just like that. So there, that should do it. There you folks have it. That's going to be it for the end of the video. And yes, I'm almost done. Again, Battlefield is complete all 3 levels 3 times, and you get all the missions. I only do it once because I don't go after everything in the Battlefield shop. I don't need to because I conserve resources. But I digress. I hope you all enjoyed. If you're new here, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.